Welcome back, everyone. Well, we've got a couple of final thoughts for you, Jane. So I want to get you caught up on a couple things that I just saw going online. The stock market. We've been talking for weeks, over a month, about the stock market crashing and up and down and up and down. It looks like some of even the worst hit sectors are coming back up after the stimulus program. So the markets are reacting to the money that's being pumped back into the system. So that's a good thing, because we want to see our businesses thriving so that people can get back to work and support their families and all that kind of good stuff.
And we've talked about consumer confidence, and I think that's part of it. That's what we want to happen, that consumers to be confident in big businesses, small business. And so as we approach the light at the end of the tunnel, even though we don't quite know where it is quite yet, we're hoping that businesses come back, and all of us with these retirement plans, that they come back up again.
Yeah, we want to see that. Also, the U.S. coronavirus deaths topped the Vietnam War. According to the Associated Press, the death toll has topped the Vietnam War toll. So we're seeing more deaths now than we did in the Vietnam War, according to Associated Press, the tally that they keep. So that's a little bit sobering to hear that. Daunting. Now, home selling, we've talked about that as well. What's happening to the price of your home? What if you were selling your home? What if you wanted to buy a home? According to a new survey, home sellers are not dropping the prices on their home. People are actually kind of hunkering down.
But we're seeing a lot of sales in this area, and we're not quite sure why, but at least in some places in the Southeast, they're talking about the number of houses that are selling within a week, which is amazing to me, particularly during this time.
Absolutely. The other thing we were on the news in the headlines is the House Majority Leader has announced the U.S. House will not be returning to session back on May 4th as they initially planned. So despite the fact that they talk about opening up the country, when you see the government not reopening quickly or going back to normal, you got to say, well, if they're not doing it, maybe we should take a look. Also, the IRS, they are bringing some of their employees back to work. So taxes are due in July, remember. We had that extension, but they're bringing their workforce back.
Yeah, but when you think about these Congress folks, I think they're making smart, healthy choices right now by not coming back. I think it's fine that they're staying home in their local communities, making sure that they're taking care of their own.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we loved having you today. We hope you have a wonderful week. That's it for us here on Ladies First. We'll be back tomorrow at 5. Kelly Wright is up next, and I'll be back for BNC Prime News at 7.
Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.